What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Young Based. So this week I actually caught a pretty decent trade that helped me pass my phase one of my MyFundedFX challenge. So we're gonna do a trade breakdown on that, and also I recorded the trade as it was happening. So after that, I'm gonna show y'all my MyFundedFX dashboard. So we're gonna get into that, and I'm gonna show y'all everything I was thinking while I was before the trade and while I took the trade. So yeah, let's get into it. So here we are in my charts, right? So the trade, it happened, I believe, on Wednesday. Yeah, so I'm gonna clear my charts and show y'all what I was thinking on that Wednesday. So I'm gonna do it from scratch. Let's go back. I'm gonna do it right before London session. So let's go to the daily first, right? So of course I had, as y'all saw beforehand, I had this daily fair value gap marked out. So I'm gonna mark out this fair value gap. Correct. And as you can see on the daily, prices in a downtrend. So lower high, yeah, low high, low, and then price took this liquidity, so obviously it was gonna retrace. And my two options was it would either stop at this fair value gap or it would come into like this breaker block. So I saw that, let's go back to the 1 hour. I saw that price eventually comes and hits this daily fair value gap, right? This is Tuesday, so this is not Wednesday. This is the day before I took the trade. So Tuesday, I think I took a loss on Tuesday, if I'm being honest. So Tuesday, I saw price came into here and then it rejected it. Technically rejected it twice. But like, this means like it was filled. Even here, you see a fair value gap. So it got mitigated. And then Wednesday, right? Wednesday London session comes. What do I see? So I follow price action. Well, I take my entries off the 3 minutes. So what did I see? I saw price came. It was following a higher time. Price was bullish right here. So low, high, low, high, low. This is obviously the high, and then it broke these lows. So once this happened, after it mitigated the fair value gap, it became bearish. So, and price just kept bearish structure. And for me, right, so if I'm bearish on NAS, this is my A+ setup. I'm gonna just let y'all know what my A+ setup is. So if I'm bearish, I need to see a sweep of London's high. This is like at the beginning of the New York session. So I need to see a sweep of London liquidity, right? And then as soon as it sweeps it, I need to see a breaker structure, like a breaker market structure. So if I'm bearish, price will most likely be bullish. And then I'm gonna just show y'all. Okay, so this is during London session. This is 5 o'clock. Let's speed it up. Since I told y'all while I'm bearish, because price already mitigated this, it switched to bearish structure. And since it's a daily fair value gap, it has a lot of like momentum, so it's gonna push price pretty far. So I get to my charts around 740, 750, right? So we're gonna go there. So keep going. As you can see, London is bullish, right? And this is London's high as of right now. So London's high keeps going higher. Okay, so right before New York session started, London set its high right here. Just means there's just liquidity above it because the session's over. Well, technically, this is just my A+ setup, and it seems to happen a lot on NAS. When I try it on like USD and GBP USD, it happens like once a week or or maybe a couple times every month. But on NAS, I've seen it happen like 2, 3, 4 times in just 1 week. So I've been focusing on NAS more often. But as you can see, price is still bullish, right? Because this is the last low to high. Then this just made a low, and it's gonna sweep this high. Boom. liquidity from London session has been grabbed, right? And then what do you see next after that? I see a break of structure. Market structure broke right here, right? So that's what I saw. Saw a grab of London high straight into a break of market structure right there. So now price is bearish. I saw price come into this fair value gap on the 5 minute. So there's a fair value gap here. There was a fair value gap here. 5 minute broke structure as well. Boom. And then waited for the tap of this. And then I took a short. Stops above the high, because if your analysis is correct, this high should not be broken, right? So if this high is broken, I was just wrong. And it's, for me, it's easier to accept I'm wrong if my stops are above the high. So after the entry, technically this is liquidity right here, bro, but I aim for at least a 1 to 3, right? And then I looked farther. Price, okay. Usually I go to 1 to 3, right? I'm gonna be honest, 1 to 3. Then you see price dump. I didn't put a take profit. I just like I have it drawn out, but I didn't place it. So I saw price had a very good reaction there, and it's about to dump. Yeah, you see this dump. After I saw this dump, it swept this liquidity, and I looked back up. I was like, since price completed its higher time frame on the daily chart, it wanted to fill this imbalance. I'm like, so price could potentially continue and make a lower low because we're bearish. So it made a lower high right here, and then I targeted price making a lower low. So I put my TP like just below this liquidity, like right here, just because that's where it would have been to pass my challenge. So I did that. I'm gonna show you guys all this in the video. I recorded it. So I did that. Price just kept dumping, and then price had like a pullback. But I wasn't really too worried because I felt like my analysis was correct after seeing that the daily time frame was mitigated. The daily time frame fair value gap was mitigated. So it did its pullback right here, and then it dumped. Price switched to a bear structure right here and continued to dump. I put my stops to break even because it made a new high. So I put my stops to break even, and then later I put it over here. And then yeah, price just went to my target, and it kept dropping, bro. It just kept dropping, which is crazy to me. But this is not like the risk to reward on my trade wasn't a 10. I think it was like a 6 to 1. So I messed up somewhere. It's not 100% accurate. It might have been like this. My entry might have been like right here, somewhere over here. I'm trying to go off memory, but I'm gonna show you guys in the trade, and I'm gonna show you guys in the video that I recorded, and also I took a screenshot. This is beforehand. So this is what I saw. So as I mentioned earlier, I saw the sweep of London's high, break its structure right here, tap into the fair value gap right there. You see the tap? Okay, so I remember now. Okay. So what happened? On TradingView, it tapped into the fair value gap, right? But on MT5, it did not trigger me in, which was weird. So I jumped into the trade myself, which is why my entry was down here instead of up here. Because I usually set limit orders, but I was watching it. So even when I watch it, I set limit orders. I don't know why, but that's just what I do. But since I noticed it didn't tap me in, and this is obviously clear tap of the fair value gap, I was like, yeah, just get in. I still put my stops above the high, and you see my TP target was down there. So it just happened to work out. See, as I said, this was on October 25th as well. The day price tapped me in on TradingView, but on MT4 it didn't, so I got it manually, which shifted my entry and TP. But it's okay because it still worked out. I still ended up taking. It was a 6R win, but it was 12%. So even though this says dollars, I do it by percentages. As you can see, all last week, just losses. Like, bro, I had a losing week last week. Even the beginning of this week, lost. So I lost 5 trades in a row, right? And then this week, this 6th trade cleared out my losses. So even with like a like 30% win rate, 40% win rate, you can still be profitable as long as your risk to reward is enough to cover your losses. But yeah, and then I'm gonna show you guys the dashboard. Here it says past, and then as I said, okay, so I've had this account for like almost a month. So I started here, took some losses, came down. I think this is down like 6%. Yeah, I think it's down 6%. Then I brought it back to break even, and then I lost some more, brought it back down, like this is 5%, brought it back down 5%. And then that trade was the trade that helped me pass. As you can see, yep, phase 1 passed. Yep, I made an 809, which is, my trade history is not showing for some reason, so I can't show y'all that. But yeah, literally this one trade covered those losses I took. I think I took 5 losses in a row, like I said. But yeah, that's my reasoning behind this trade and why I took this trade. But now I'm gonna show you guys the video. I'm gonna probably speed it up because it was a long video, but y'all could see price play out.